How you doing, Scotty Bear? Back with another video. Welcome back to Mexico. This video about the number one question or statement that I get when casually talking to people about moving to Tijuana is, I'll just get the Sentry. If you're unaware, Sentry Pass is kind of like the express lane to get across the United States. Ideally, when you move here, you want to have one, right? Otherwise, your fate is maybe going to be lots of waiting at the border. The alternative is probably a motorcycle, which I do not recommend, mainly because of just the gravel. I mean, that's probably the biggest fear with the motorcycle. Also, motorcycles has carved out this little niche where they make their way up to the front of the line and then casually cut in on the wink. I actually asked one of the CBD guys up there, whatever they're called, and I was like, well, what's the deal with the motorcycles? You know, what is it? And he goes, they just do that. They're not supposed to do that, but there's nothing they can do. They're on the Mexico side. But back to the Sentry. Yeah, I mean, most people I talk to, right, they kind of feel like, I'll just get the Sentry. This is something they give out. It is a pre-check. I believe this kind of, it's been merged with pre-check and, you know, the Sentry Card. But you have to qualify, have to pay, all that good stuff. Interview, I believe. I know people who have been approved and denied, both. Maybe denied for just a wide range of reasons, maybe nothing all that crazy. But waiting in line, I asked, as advice, I kind of tell people, I go, look, if you're going to cross the line, you're not sure if you're going to like it, come over here, get in line 7 days in a row. If you're going to cross the line every day, just do that 7 days in a row. If you're still feel the same way about it, you're good to go. But that's my advice normally. Then I got a tricky tip for you, and you didn't hear it from me, but it was a Sunday. I had to be up in Las Vegas, and I was frustrated. The line was ultra long. And again, I had one of those conversations with somebody to say, how long would you feel the line would be? This person said they had felt like it was going to be about an hour. I took a snapshot of like several times that I crossed over the time I was in Tijuana, and it was 3 hours. Don't forget, even if you get the Sentry Card, if you're lucky enough to get the Sentry Card, you have wait time to get back in the country. You have that commute in Tijuana come the afternoon, which that isn't pretty. In some cases, gridlock around the border, depending on where you're headed to. And then if you got the free road or the paid road for Rosarito, depending on if you're over there, or depending on where you're in Tijuana, you can add some time there. So that Sentry Card doesn't give you any relief from that, which, you know, does add up also. Time behind the wheel is a factor, I believe, when considering moving down here. Insurance for both sides. I do know the Sentry line gets effed up also too. However, I have not seen any real measurable wait time walking, and that's the only way I'd really approach living in Tijuana in general, and crossing the line is walking. Parking your car over on the United States side is ideal. It's got to be safer on some side street than it is in Tijuana. If you're looking for some sort of sign that it's a bad idea to bring your car, look at the pricing of what it costs to park your car and the pressure on parking your car around the line. They'll just give you a good idea. Also, the parking on Tijuana side. Oftentimes people feel like if you bring your car to Mexico, to just park it on the Mexico side. You have to look out over here. Too much wind, no shot. But motorcycle, that's the only way you are crossing faster. And like I was talking about before, you probably going to get away with this once, but I just went through on the Sentry lane. I told the officer, I said, he goes, "What are you doing?" And I said, you know, if you're aware of Tijuana, right there at the Sentry lane, there's this weird cross thing where one goes to the Sentry, the other one goes the bypass over to Plias, and then on the Rapida, and then the other one is the ready lane. So I just told him I got confused, went down the wrong one, and by the time I knew what I was going on, I had cars behind me and I couldn't turn back. And he just gave me my passport and I was on my way. There are some rumors that they try to fine you and stuff like that. I don't believe that's true. But I wouldn't recommend doing it without a good story. But I was able to get away with it on that day. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful day.